Let's talk about depression. As you may have already heard, we lost one of our greatest minds and funniest people alive to depression. Robin Williams took his own life Monday, as he had suffered from severe depression as of late. For some, it's hard to believe that the funniest man alive was not he himself, happy and laughing all the time. For others, it's difficult to see how someone on top of the food chain, so to speak, could not see how good he had it. Here, try these on. Imagine all the red is intense negativity. Now, try to ignore it. This is the advice some people try to give people suffering through depression, to just cheer up and look at the good side of life. Try to see the blues and the greens for what they really are. This is stupid. You wouldn't tell somebody who just broke their leg to just suck it up and walk on it. So why do we tell people with mental illnesses to just suck it up and deal with it? The thing about depression is that it doesn't matter how good you have it. You see life through a negative filter. Getting out of bed becomes a chore because there's life out there. Sunlight, it burns. And people. Most people see these as reasons to go outside, but to a person suffering from depression, all of these things are negative. Primarily because it means that they have to set up a mask of happy-go-lucky, everything's okay, and not actually deal with what they're feeling, which is everything's not okay. In fact, nothing is okay. But he had money and a family, and you have the clothes on your back, and presumably a connection to the internet, and potentially all the porn you could possibly want. But that doesn't mean you can't get depressed. Hard to ignore the negativity, isn't it? Yet that's the advice we give to people suffering from mental illnesses, and we think it works. It doesn't work. It's a chemical imbalance in your brain that causes you to see everything as negative. Clinical depression isn't the sudden recognition of the things you don't have. Clinical depression is the feeling of hopelessness, worthlessness, and helplessness that can last several weeks and sometimes even the rest of your life. These people can't be told to just cheer up and look on the bright side of things. They have a chemical imbalance that makes them turn all of the good into negative. They have negative colored glasses, I guess. A friend of mine suffered from depression. She had convinced herself that I had sabotaged our friendship and stopped talking to me. We had been best friends for 8 years, and I stood by and watched as she did this to a series of our mutual friends. Unsure of how things got so bad, I asked the mutual friend how it went down, and they were usually utterly confused and recounted a completely different version of events. I suppose I should have seen it all coming when she did the same for me. She was supposed to be on medication at the time, but she thought she was going to have a good day and decided not to take it. The point being, when you have clinical depression, your own memories aren't safe, nor is the way you actually see the world. But he's in a better place now. Stop that. Nobody truly wants to kill themselves. And the hundreds and thousands of people suffering from depression and seeing that as the only way out need more reasons to stay alive. They need help seeing how wonderful and beautiful this world is. All you're saying is, it's better on the other side. Stop that. There's nothing more precious and wonderful than life, and we only get one. Life is the most precious thing, but it's also very fragile. I heard a joke once. Man goes to doctor, says he's depressed, says life is harsh and cruel, says he feels all alone in a threatening world. Doctor says treatment is simple. The great clown Pagliacci is in town tonight. Go see him. That should pick you right up. Man bursts into tears, says, but doctor, I am Pagliacci. R.I.P. Robin Williams. Oh, Captain, my Captain. No. I just want you guys to know that if you ever need to just talk to somebody, I am here for you. And there's a link down below for a suicide hotline. Please, whatever you're going through, you don't have to go it through alone. And know that I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And several hundred people are there for you too. I love you guys. See you next week with hopefully happier news.